Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's get these Aztec decals on the model so she really looks good. Alright, so we got the Aztec decals here. Nice to see that they come in sections so you don't have to waste your time cutting them out. I don't need to worry about these since I painted it on. I might stick these on, but I don't know. Okay. Alright, so using the instructions here for the ventral is the bottom. Look for the ventral side, which is this. So I'm going to start with the engines here. So 97. Looks like it'd be on this one here. And there they are, right here. It's strange that they don't have it going all the way back. You know, I do have a whole lot of extras here from a previous build. I can fit and form. I get a whole pile of those decals here that I can work on to cut and fit into these areas here as well. See, got them going up to the... Oh, okay, I see here. It just doesn't show it on that drawing there, but it goes all the way down and around. Okay, alright, yeah, that's those sections right here. Okay. Duh! You gotta look through the plans first before you start. Duh! Okay, starting with 97. There we go. Looks good. Not bad. Now there was nothing to put on here in this section here, so I'm gonna cut out a small section of some extra decals I got to put in there. But other than that, the engines are all done. Just got to work on the pylons and the sides there. But I'm gonna do the bottom here first before the pylons and anything else. And there we go. Done. Now, let's get on with that. Coming along real nice. Looks good. Not bad. Okay. Now I got the model all sealed in now with the clear coat. Looks really good. Okay, so now I'm going to finish off by putting the rest of the decals on. The stuff that came with the model. And then that completes the model. There we go, boys and girls. All the decals are on there now. I just got to let that set overnight. And then I'm going to Del coat the whole model. So Del coat, seal everything in. You can see I put a gloss coat on before I put the final decals on, so they got a place to stick. So it looks good. Very nice. It's good. Alright. So this model for now can be put to the side, and then we concentrate on the electronics. Alright, so I got my Arduino here, and I got the this cool little thing here for the audio. So these are the pins that just go in each side here that go into the board. And got a brand spanking new speaker here, which will fit in here somewhere. So I'm probably going to put it over here. It'll be propped up a little bit. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to drill out little holes in the top here for the audio to come through a little clearer. I just need to figure out though, it's probably going to put it right about here. So now with the Arduino, actually this goes underneath here, poking up just like that. Like that. Okay. I gotta program the Arduino yet. I already have the program. It was already pre-done for me with a rather ingenious friend of mine who was a computer tech. So he helped me program it for the sound effects, and with the effects for the flashing lights, the phasers, torpedoes, all that stuff. It's gonna all be programmed into this. I'll show you the program for that. Okay, so here's the program. Got for the fast and slow navigation lights, phasers, torpedoes, all here. It's a pretty big program. It's even got for landing bay lights here, but it'll be programmed in the Arduino, but I'm not going to be using it because this year was originally for the 537 scale enterprise model I built for a client. And we got phasers, got the torpedoes, and that's the whole program right there. So just got to program that into the Arduino now, and it's ready to go. So all I need for the Arduino to program it is this cable here, which plugs in like so, Plug the other one into here. And get it to plug in. And see, it's on. It's ready for programming. Alright, so over here, just go to the upload. And away you go. And there we go. It's all on there. Now just take it over and we can start getting it on the board. Alright, so I got that all soldered into place. This is ready to go. Got the board cut. So this will go here, this will go here. And I got these two here. These little thingies will go in there for the speaker. And then after that, drill a little bit of holes on the top here. Okay, so let's get these soldered onto that and go from there. Okay, got that all soldered now. Got the holes drilled there. Looks good. Just got it installed now. Alright, got that installed. Now, before I can install this, so I got to get these two units connected up together here. That's why I got this here as a template to follow. What I need to, what lines from the amp here go to the Arduino. So I just gotta use that. Okay, now I have photographs here of the breadboard with the Arduino on it. It shows all the different connections, what goes where. But I also have the actual breadboard here, so I know exactly where each light goes, or wiring goes for each light. So let's see here. I want to work on the slow flasher, navigational flasher. So what I need to do here is plug in the power source, and then there we go. Now, so we got the slow flasher here. Power stays plugged in. So we got that. So the negative of that goes to the ground on the Arduino, and we got the positive here going over to, what's this, D13 on the Arduino over here. So the positive line goes there, and the negative for the LED goes to the ground over here. And for the fast flasher, let's see here, negative to the ground, the positive line goes over here to D4. So D4 right here. So I got put in lines for those two and go from there. Alright, so I got the slow flasher hooked up here just to do a test, make sure it's going to work. So let's see here. Yep, there. Whoop. There we go. Nice. All right, all right, all right. So I'm going to hook up the fast flasher now. Okay, I got that hooked up now. Let's do a light test. There we go. Fast one is done. The only thing I need to do now, hook up, is for the phasers and torpedoes. That's where we got these little switches here, which are going to be these two. So I've already got these tied in together. I used 1K resistors. Might be a bit much. I might have to turn them down because originally the plans called for their 1Ks because I was using a 12 volt power supply. I'm only going to be using a 9 volt, so I might have to reduce those. I don't know yet. If I was a mathematician, I'd be able to figure that out in 2 seconds. Let's see here. I don't know if I got this hooked up properly. I'll have to check with my plans there. Okay, I'm finding I'm having a bit of an issue with the buttons here. They don't appear to be working. I'm going through the plans here, trying to figure out what it is I'm doing wrong. But the audio's working. So see. Now the phaser isn't supposed to fire until I hit the button. So I'm doing something isn't hooked up properly, but I'll keep working at it until I get it figured out. So far on here on the board here that I'm putting together, it's got these two lines here for the port and starboard torpedoes. This one's for the phasers. This is the slow flasher, fast flasher, the power, and then all the negatives for the LEDs go here. It's just about done. Okay guys, I've been having a lot of trouble with this Arduino here, but I figured out the little sound card here that I had before. This is a new one. The old one was shot. It kept getting corrupted files, so the Arduino was having a lot of issues reading it. So, doing another quick test here. And we got phasers. And torpedoes. Okay. Now, just got to get this one to work, which is going to go into the stand. And then, yeah. Okay, so I got the circuit board here working. It looks good. Just going to give it another try. So it's good. Now I just got to hook up all the wiring for the lights. One odd thing though about the hookup here is you look carefully. The speaker is supposed to go on this pin here, positive, and the negative over here. But for some reason it's not working, so I hooked up the speaker to the ground here and the positive on this pin here, and it's working. And I don't know why. There's no short out or anything, so there's nothing wrong with the circuit. So I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so now I'm just going to undo these and I'm going to get the rod that's going to go down the hole there, run the lines through the rod, which is right here. And then I can hook them up to where they're supposed to go on the Arduino here and give it another shot and see how everything works. Okay, I'm glad I left the labels on the wires here so I know what goes where, so I don't have to test everything to find out what is what. So I'm just going to run one wire at a time and then relabel it at the other end, one at a time. I don't want to make this any more complicated than it needs to be. So I'm going to start with the slow flasher. Okay, I have to disconnect the speaker here first. Last thing I need is to damage the Arduino, and I do not want that. Okay, where is it? I just had it. There it goes. Okay. Gotta be careful with this so I don't damage the paint job. Okay. Slow flasher. There we go. Got it all hooked up there. Now let's just get the stand in place. Oh. A little bit of glue got in the way here. There we go. Looking good. All right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, let's see, these two lines here are the main power lines coming for the battery that powers everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the negatives of everything that hooks up to the Arduino, because they go to the ground, and then the positive sides, like for the phasers, the fast flashers, slow flashers, the torpedoes, all go to their corresponding connections here on the Arduino. And then that should hook up the Arduino, the speaker. So I got the two switches here, and I got these here. Main power, warp grills. I'm not sure which one's the phasers and torpedoes till I get it hooked up. And then the main battery goes right there, 9-volt. All right. Okay, so I got the grounds there all hooked up. Now I just gotta do each corresponding one here to hook up to the Arduino. Got the main power hooked up here. And then I got the warp grills here hooked up. Now for the Arduinos. Okay, well, I did a light test. The lights came on the ship, but the 9-volt just isn't providing enough oomph for the Arduino to work, so I have to upgrade to AC. As you see here, if I take this and plug it in, everything works. As much as I wanted just to operate on the battery, it's not gonna happen. So I have to install a plug, an AC plug, get rid of this. Well, displace it for now. So I can put an AC plug right here on this side here where I was going to put the battery. So I'll take that tape off, re-drill a hole, and then I'll have my power supply. That's the plug there I'm going to be installing. There was a hole here already. I'm going to re-drill it out and then put the plug in. There we go. Looks good. Okay, let's get that installed. Now, I'm not going to worry about the washer because this plastic is already pretty thick. Actually, I don't know. All right, it'll fit. All right. So I'm going to have to just use my glue gun and glue it in place. That's all I can do. Yeah, okay. All right, everyone. I had a bit of an issue here where plugged the power in and all the ship would do is just blink. All the lights, everything just blink. So that told me, okay, there's too much power going in and nothing was going to work. So I put a 5-volt regulator on and I got it, all the inputs going into it, the output from the regulator going to the switch, which operates the entire ship. And when I put the Arduino on the switch, it still wasn't enough power, so I got the positive going to the input on the regulator, and the negative here going down here to the ground, and it works beautifully now. Last thing I need to do is hook up the switches, and this model is all but done. Well, folks, it looks like she's done. Looks pretty nice. Let's do a quick light test, sound effects, all that. Let's get her going. Okay, main power. And the flashers. Still got issues with the phasers, but I'll have that rectified. But other than that, this ship is complete. It's finished. So it fires both the front and the aft. And yeah, she is done. Looks good. Thanks again, everyone, for watching this build. Despite how long it took, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did as well. So please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. Remember, if you have any questions or you want me to do commission work for you, contact me at epyc.models@gmail.com. I will see you all again later in the next build. Thanks again. Bye-bye.